What's up, guys? It's me, the pump and dumper, because apparently people think I pump and dump on a coin because after I talk about it, it dumps. Well, dudes, no. Let's go ahead and talk about what happened with ICHI. And for the record, no, I'm not a pump and dumper. In fact, if I am, I kind of stink at it because I forgot to sell. It is what it is. Anyways, let's go ahead and talk about ICHI and talk to you guys about what happened, talk about the postmortem, and going into the future. Of course, guys, this is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. And just like in the last video, I am not telling anyone to buy this coin. I can't even say don't buy it because that would be considered financial advice. So I'm telling you what I'm doing and what I'm looking at. So if you want to troll in the comments, go ahead. You will just look like a dummy after people were like, dude, did you not listen to the video? Hey, it is what it is. Let's go and talk about ICHI and what happened with the post-mortem. Well, this all has to do with the pool 136 on the Rari pool. Instead of making you listen to a bunch of rumble, jumble, jibber, jabber, whatever, the TLDR is people were levering up with the Rari pool. And the problem with the collateral ratio on the Rari pool is that the ICHI token was labeled at 85% loan to value. This is an extremely volatile token. As you can see here, it's already up 194% today. In fact, earlier this morning, it was up 500% because it went as low as like $2 or $3. And this thing literally came from like $140, $150. And within a day, it went down to like 10. That's how volatile this coin is. Now, having an 85% loan to value is extremely risky for this type of coin. So what people were doing on the Rari pool, I'll go ahead and show you guys what it looks like. So let's go and explain and show you guys visually. This is what people do with Rari. What you can do is you can lend out ICHI. Let's say, for example, you're doing $1,000 worth of ICHI. You're coming over here and depositing it. At an 88% loan to value, the maximum you can borrow is $880. So what a user would do is borrow $880. They would take that, buy ICHI, and then come over here and deposit the ICHI and borrow again and repeat and repeat and repeat until their health factor is so tiny that any minuscule moves or price movements in general can cause the position to be under collateralized if it goes to the downside. The reason why people were levering up and going with such a high loan to value is they had the confidence in the wall. But the problem with the wall is if you have a massive sell, like we did, there was massive sell pressure on it, so it causes this price to drop. And once the wall is broken through, you now have that cascading event of liquidations, which people are going to get ICHI at a cheap price. They're selling it at a cheap price. And you have this cascading event to where ICHI is being sold. And you have this reflexive flywheel down. Just like you have the reflexive flywheel up, it's the same down because you have consistent sell pressure in order to bring this vault back to collateral ratio. But you'll get to the point to where it cannot keep up and it cannot stay collateralized and the vaults become underwater. And the problem with vaults underwater is that the lenders are unable to be paid by the borrowers because the borrowers borrowed too much. And now their collateral that they used and lent out in order to borrow some, they have no incentive to repay the loan because it's already underwater. It costs less. Why would they repay $100 in order to get $80 back? It's just dumb. They wouldn't do that. So then the vault is basically, for lack of a better word, broken. And now who's at loss when the vault is broken? Well, this is the lenders. These are the people depositing assets like Bitcoin, USDC, any of these stable coins. These guys are at a loss because all of their collateral is taken. Why is it taken? It's because it's lent out to the borrowers who gave not bad collateral. It was good at first, but after all the cascading liquidations and the vault becoming underwater, the assets are now junk because they aren't worth anything. Now, I'm not calling ICHI a junk token. I'm just kind of explaining to you guys what happened. This is basically what leverage can do to a protocol. This is the same thing that happened to Wonderland, and this is the same thing that happened to Ohm. What people would do on Ohm and Wonderland is they would deposit their Ohm or time token, which are also volatile assets. They would borrow some stable coins against them, buy the time or Ohm or Wonderland, whatever, and then they would lend it out again in the asset to borrow more stables, rinse and repeat. And then you have the cascading liquidations, where if there's a large enough sell to trigger that highly risked or highly levered position, that would cause the first domino to fall, which will then trigger the other liquidations to trigger other liquidations, to where even the people who thought they were safe doing a 25% loan to value, they're also liquidated. And then you have the cascading liquidation like we had here. So me personally, what am I doing? Am I bullish or bearish this coin? Nothing really changed about the protocol itself. It is still making the stable branded dollars. The problem they had was they were mixing leverage with all of their liquidity concentrated into the wallet. What is this like? This is like drinking alcohol and taking meds. When you drink alcohol and you take meds, it causes a concoction for chaos. And as you can see here, this is what chaos looks like. Now, what is the team doing going forward? Well, let's go ahead and take a look at the update on their action plan. We also had a voice call or a voice memo from Brian. He's one of the creators of this project, and we'll go ahead and play that later in this video. But you can see here, today the ICHI team drafted a comprehensive plan describing jibber jabber. They're going to be taking steps in order to help compensate the ICHI community and those affected in the RARI pool. And they're going to be discussing with the organizations, investors, and project backers inside the team in order to see if they can help get this addressed and have the others compensated. Let me show you guys the quick voice memo that we have from Brian. You guys can check this out on Twitter as well, but we'll go ahead and play it for you guys now so you guys can take a listen.
Branded dollar and anchorable protocols. Many of the ICHI team and community are here on the phone with me today as well. And first, I want to thank everyone. You learn so much about your friends, community, team members, and backers when things are tough. And I've just been so grateful and humbled by the outpouring of support. People who haven't spoken to us in years are stepping up to help to rejoin the community, and our ranks are growing daily. It's been amazing to see what happens when you spend significant months, years building quietly in the space and building support, and then see all that support pour back into the project in your time of need. Our goal here is transparent communication. We want to show you that I'm still here, the team is still here, and that we're working every day diligently to add value back to the project. This was an isolated incident with RARI 2's pool number 136. It does not affect our core protocols, our products, or our partners beyond what was staked in RARI. We will continue to serve them in a way that adds stability to crypto, and what happened with RARI does not align with our core values. We aren't naive, and we understand that this was a significant setback and will require significant steps to fix. But we also know that we will rebuild after this, and that it will not be the end of ICHI. In fact, quite the opposite. At this point, we will have
ICHI
dozens of copycats in the market, and we will be in a race to beat them at our own game. I thank everybody for your support and patience while we work through the ways to help everyone.
So yeah, that's Brian right there. He is one of the inventors of the ICHI protocol, so you guys can check that out on the Twitters as well. So this is a TLDR of what happened in the post-mortem and basically what happened with this cascading liquidation to see, well, this crazy price action that we saw. Massive. But anyways, guys, thanks for tuning in. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys want to learn more about ICHI, I made a couple of videos on them. You guys can check out their Discord. No, this is not a sponsored video, and again, no, I'm not a pump and dumper. If I was a pump and dumper, I would move on to the video, display it, and then probably, well, I would delete it. But dudes, Go look at my channel history. Even the coins that got wrecked, they're still up there. Even the coins that did really well, they're still up there. The reason I do that is for transparency, guys. And if I ever do a sponsored video, I will say this is a sponsored video. And yes, this is a sponsored video by OKX. They did sponsor the channel, guys. There's a link in the description below if you guys would like to get started trading with OKX. Links in the description below. If you guys would like to jump in the Discord to see what I'm doing in the markets, as well as chat with other DeFi degens just like you guys can check out the Discord link in the description below. Let's go ahead and hit you guys with a wisdom one-liner. Apparently the pump and dumper needs to go to bed. I'm recording this video late. So pump and dumper is about to peace out. So let's hit you guys with the wisdom one-liner. Proverbs chapter 16 verses 22. Yeah. Prudence is a fountain of life to the prudent, but folly brings punishment to fools. Be prudent, be thoughtful. Think about what you do before you do it. That's important. Yeah, and one other thing I wanted to mention. This wasn't mentioned in the post-mortem. This is just one of my thoughts. With the wall in general, how the ICHI protocol works, the problem that I saw with it, this is on top of the leverage. The second problem I saw is as soon as we had that massive price action, like 200% in one day, we're talking from like $60 to 140 something or 150. This was the problem that I saw in addition to the leverage. They moved the buy wall up. And this was as soon as the price went to that price. This is a problem because if the market is trying to sell or if they're trying to take profits after they've realized that many profits, they're going to be selling into the wall. So that's basically chinking into the armor, which weakens it for any sells. So if the ICHI team is watching this video and you are looking and planning on keeping up the wall for the protocol in general, I mean, yeah, there's no leverage this time, but I would say to let the markets at least say, hey, look, I'm ready. I'm done selling, and let it stabilize there and then move up the wall. Because if you move up the wall into where the new price appreciation is, you have the problem of the market selling into the wall, weakening the wall. Whereas before, the newfound profit holders or like crazy gain holders would sell into the market. So they would take most of the beating like a natural market. But anyways, the team, or if you guys are watching this, you guys probably already know this. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Pump and dumper out.